by 11 votes to 4, is of the opinion that the State of Israel's continued presence in the occupied territory is unlawful. L'utilisation abusive.
The sustained abuse by Israel of its position as an occupying power through annexation and an assertion of permanent control over the occupied Palestinian territory, and its continued frustration of the right of the Palestinian people to self-determination violates fundamental principles of international law and renders Israel's presence in the occupied Palestinian territory unlawful.
This is a watershed moment for Palestine, for justice and for international law. Israel's occupation has been declared unlawful by the World Court, which has stipulated that it must be terminated completely and as rapidly as possible. The court also found that illegal Israeli occupation violates the UN Charter, human rights and international humanitarian law. The court further unequivocally declared that all Israeli settlements in the occupied Palestinian territory are illegal and must be dismantled, and that all Israeli settlers must be evacuated. All states and the UN are now under obligation not to recognize the legality of Israel's presence in the occupied Palestinian territory.
It represents not only a historical decision, it is a big blow to the Israeli side, to Israel as a state, as an establishment, as a government, as settlers, and it is a big victory to the Palestinian cause. But also it obliged all countries of the world to respect this resolution and not to provide any support to Israel to continue this occupation. But in my opinion, the value of this resolution is very big because it provides a very strong fundamental basis for demanding sanctions and boycott of Israel.
כנסת נכבדה, אדוני ראש הממשלה, הקשבתי קשב רב לנאומך. אמרת פה משפט שהוא לא מקורי, אבל יש בו איזה אמת שאמרת במזרח.
Previous ICJ judgments have been ignored by Israel, and any efforts to enforce the court's statements are usually vetoed by the United States at the UN Security Council. The ICJ may have demolished Israel's legal arguments for being in the occupied Palestinian territories. It may not change the reality for Palestinians there.